Hi, welcome back. Let's start working on the live example that we have. We will be writing the test cases for the live example. Now, I hope you remember the video which had information about the standard approach which we should follow before testing the system. Tell me, what is the first step that we need to take before we start writing test cases? Do you remember? I'll wait for a moment for you to think. So the first step is to do proper analysis. Before we start writing test cases, we need to do proper analysis. So let's analyze the problem statement. Okay. The first line that you can see on the screen is that it is a registration and login page of a website. So we understand that it has a couple of modules which are registration and login, and it is a website, so it will work inside a browser, right? Now let's check each and every field that we have for registration page and what happens when we register or log in. So we have user ID with minimum 4 and maximum 20 characters possible, and it can only contain characters and underscore. Password has minimum 8 and maximum 30 characters, and it can contain any alphanumeric characters, right? Confirm password is similar to password, so there are no changes in terms of the field. Password and confirm password has to be same. Now mobile has 10 digit numbers only. Okay, it is simple. Every mobile has 10 digit numbers, especially in India. So here they have given a specification that mobile will contain only 10 digit numbers. Email. So as a QA, you must know what are the different formats of email. As per example, say xyz@yahoo.com or xyz@yahoo.co.in. Okay, so you must know what are the different types of basic email format. Alternate email has same format as email. Okay, but one thing that you must analyze is that email and alternate email has to be different. So if we enter an email and the same email in the alternate email field, and if we are able to register, then it is a bug. Address can contain any special characters. Okay, and finally, when we input all these things, we have the submit button. So when we tap on submit button, uh, once the user enters all the possible valid inputs and click on the submit button, it gives message your registration has been successful. Okay, so if all correct entries are entered and if the user tap on the submit button, it should give a message your registration has been successful. Okay, and then on pressing OK button, it takes the user to login page with user ID, password, and login button. So on entering valid user ID, password, it logs into the system and show a message, welcome home. Okay, so let's summarize. We have a registration page, we have a login page, confirm password and password and confirm password has to be same. Email and alternate email has to be different. There are some specifications given for each fields. When we register, it gives a message that your registration has been successful. Uh, and then when we press OK, it takes us to the login page. On the login page, we have user ID, password, and login button. When we enter valid user ID and valid password, and when we log into the system, it gives a message, welcome home. Okay, so please analyze the problem statement, and if you have any query, please talk to the developers or to any stakeholders who is responsible for providing you the problem statement. So once you thoroughly understand everything that what you need to test, okay, then only you can move to the next step, which is mentioned in the standard approach. Okay, now the last line is test it in a way that is ready for deployment for production release. It means that we do not only have to test these from functionality point of view. Registration, if we test registration, it is working. If we test login, it is working. Then can we say that we have tested everything? Or can we say that it is ready for production deployment? No. We have to test different things like UI, UX, performance, security, integration, and so on. Okay, so all these things are mentioned in the standard approach. So from the standard approach, the first thing that we need to do is analysis. So we have done the analysis. And in the analysis, if you have any query, you can always talk to the developers or those people who has sent you this information in an email, right? So we have completed the first step, we have done the analysis, and we have understood this problem statement. Okay, so let's see what we can do next. I'll see you in the next lecture.